Hello, guys. Welcome into our weekly live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. Today, as always, on the Sundays live, we're going to keep it a little shorter than usual. I will just give you an overall update over the week of what we have done and achieved. So, one of the main news that the company that we started to work with, One Piece Labs, that we do our own events together, and we're also joining their accelerator of Web3 startups in Bay Area. I want to congratulate everyone that out of over 70 companies that applied to the accelerator, only 15 of them were accepted, and Grand Time is one of them. So great news for all of us. We're joining the accelerator in Silicon Valley, and the batch starts on October 4th, if I remember correctly, either October 4th or 5th. This is when the whole program starts. It's going to be going on for 6 weeks. So during the 6 weeks, every single week, for at least once or twice a week, we're going to be meeting the team from the accelerator in their building, and they are going to be connecting us with different funds in the area, and the funds that they will be connecting with are big lead investors that are looking to invest in Web3 projects. And so our cooperation also includes that we can visit their office and actually stay in one of the office rooms anytime we want, and do the presentations over there, create our meetings in their office spaces, and basically use it however we need it for work. And like I said, within the 6 weeks, we're going to have multiple pitch events, multiple intros to venture funds, online and offline, and also some personal connections as well. They're going to be helping us with legal help as well, connection with lawyers, connection with really good tech people and stuff like that. So what the focus, the what they're looking for is they're looking to pick best companies out there that are starting right now, that are already developed but not fully developed, and help them to raise their first round within the 6 weeks. And like I said, out of over 70 companies, we were selected, and we are one of them that is starting the acceleration program, and that is joined, and we're already in. So that's done. I want to congratulate everyone. Like I said, this Friday we got these news that we're accepted, and we're starting from October 4th. So thank you all for that. And by the way, one of the big things that did help us in joining the acceleration is showing the first revenue. So because we did the tasks, a couple of tasks in the month of August, we showed that we can help companies to outsource tasks, and this is what also showed the incubator that we are the company that they want to work with, because not only we have a project, not only we have a platform and the token and a big and united community, we can also be helpful to develop markets and help companies outsource their tasks. And we were very successful at doing this because we also had a couple of companies renew the terms and continue outsourcing the same tasks to us. That means that the client was satisfied with what we did, and we need to improve a little bit. It's a normal process, but anyways, we did what we were asked for, and we delivered it successfully. So that's really great. I think this is all that I wanted to share today. If we have any questions, I am ready to answer those questions, and we'll be wrapping up today's live.
Um, yeah, we have some questions, and the first question comes from Larissa Frolova. Rafael, when will it be possible to change the grant on the platform?
Good question. So right now what we are doing is we're focused on bringing more what we call use cases. Use cases are the projects, the tasks that we are doing not just the Instagram tests or tests where we attract new users, our own ones on the platform, but the ones that we do for companies. Like I said, companies outsource tasks, we perform them and earn tokens. So we are focused on doing this once we can show the bigger traction and revenue of when we can actually cover the expenses of the team and put the money inside of the pool where people will be exchanging those tokens. This is when we are starting to do this to exchange them on the platform. Obviously, once the token gets listed, anybody will be able to exchange them on the to exchange tokens on exchanges. But we're doing everything possible in order to grow the pool inside of our platform, and that users will be able to exchange tokens to other currency and fiat inside of the pool. And this is what's what the team is working on, what the sales team is working on right now, and this is one of the reasons we're raising the investment, and part of this investment will be also deposited inside of this Grand Time pool. So once that happens, everybody will be able to exchange tokens. If we create the pool before we get listed on the exchanges, the price of the token that you will be able to change will be slightly lower than it will be the starting price on the exchange. Okay, but you will have an option whether you want to wait until it gets listed on the exchanges and price will be going up a little bit, or you will be able to exchange it earlier on the amount that you need with a lower price. But that's something that's the work is being done, and it's basically in progress right now. But hopefully within a short period of time we'll be able to do that as well. And the more tests we do now, the more tokens we can earn, the more we will potentially be able to exchange as well. As you guys can see, the tests that are being outsourced from companies are a lot more expensive than the regular tasks on the platform. So as an example, the last one we had, anyone was able to earn up to 500 grants. And the tasks that we have listed, basically the 500 tokens would probably take about 10 to 15 minutes of a task in order to earn them. So that's very fast and a big amount of tokens that it's possible to earn. Also, don't forget, especially our English-speaking community, we have a lot of people joining our tree planting chats and movement, and I see a lot of pictures of people posting new trees that are being planted. Don't forget that we're earning for this as well, and the more things we do, like planting trees, doing tasks for companies, inviting new people, creating events, and earning for pictures. There are various amount of things that we can do in order to earn tokens, and if we do them now, once the pool is ready, you will have more tokens to exchange. So thank you for the question. Hopefully I answered it. Let's go to the next one.
Thank you. The next one is about metaverse again, as you answer previous live stream.
I think we've answered this a couple of times. I see that. Well, let's read the question.
Okay. Hi, Rafael. How do you feel about the metaverse? Do you like it? And this is questions from Laura.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura asks you next question. Rafael, what do you think about the Launchpad on third-party platforms? Will it help to quickly finish the Launchpad?
Well, to answering the first question about the metaverse, very overall question. Will give an overall answer whether I like metaverse or not. Obviously, yes, because this is something new and this is something that is developing very fast, and we can see top companies getting into the space, like Facebook with Meta and others that are getting into metaverse space, and that also means that this is where the future is, when bigger, huge companies that have millions and billions of users are getting into it, then there is a future behind it. So yes, absolutely, I do like it. I am whatever time I have free, I'm spending learning more about different new industries like metaverse. So, and I would recommend everybody to basically spend a little bit of time throughout a day or so and just to learn what it is, how it works, and how we can, how users can be helpful over there. And then we're also thinking how Grand Time in future will be able to participate in this space as well. Um, this would be the best way to answer the metaverse question. And what do I think about the Launchpad third-party platforms? So this is the obviously that this is the reason why we want to list them on the third-party platforms for the pre-sale right now is because we think it's going to be successful because the platforms like this, they already have big amount of users, and they have some advertising campaigns that they do in order to help promote projects and help them to basically express themselves and let the world know of what we do, and that we're not just a regular token that is being sold before it gets listed. And then we have a lot of mechanisms that we prove why we will be growing. We also have a utility that we're the only native token on the platform that can be used if you want to outsource tasks. You can only outsource tasks using Grand, and Grand is the only currency that is available to earn if you perform the task. And this is just one of the utilities of the project. So I think it will be successful. I think that once we list, we are going to close at least the majority of the pre-sale and also get listed on the exchanges. Talking about the exchanges, hopefully, that's something that we will be able to do by the end of Q4 of this year, and nothing will be changed. But we will see. No guarantees yet on that, but we're doing everything possible to make that happen. So I think this will be it for today, guys. Like I said, we'll keep this live stream a little shorter than the previous ones. And if there will be more questions in the chat for the live stream, I might get into the chat and answer them through text. And I want to thank everyone for joining in today, especially Olga and Lena for being here on the live stream. All the guys that asked questions. I see that there are more questions today than usual, which is a little bit surprising. And I will be back on the live stream on Wednesday, as always, at 6 p.m. London. And hopefully we're going to have more news by that time. Today is September 25th. The batch, that accelerator batch will be starting basically at the end of next week or beginning the week after next. So I'll keep everybody posted on that and how that's going. We'll have some more events going on in their office building, and I will have some more content to share with the project, and we'll upload them in photo and video chats. So thank you all, guys, and I will see you next Wednesday at 6 p.m. London. Bye-bye, and have a great
Bye bye.
rest of the
Thank
week.
you.